And security solutions, Bay Alarm can protect it all with just one call.
Partly cloudy today with highs in the 60s. Tomorrow is our first chance at rain, and that lasts off and on all the way through Christmas Day. Right now it's 52 in Fullerton and Mission Viejo, 50 in Pacoima, 57 right here in Burbank. We lead local, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. I'm Jennifer Jones-Lee.
All the latest on gadgets and stuff with KFI's resident handsome nerd.
It's Tech Tuesday with Rich DeMiro. KFI AM 640 handle here on a Tuesday morning, December 21. SpaceX, which is here in Southern California, Hawthorne, is now has the largest active outbreak of COVID in non-residential settings in the United States. A company, 132 infections. And then we had a magnitude, well, they had a magnitude 6.2 earthquake off the coast of Northern California, and that happened this morning, right? Oh, yesterday. Jennifer, exactly what time did the earthquake happen?
Sorry, say it one more time.
Okay, I know Jennifer's looking at the computer, figuring out what the weather is like. When was the earthquake?
Yesterday.
Sorry,
6.2 off the coast of Humboldt.
Got it. Okay, now it's time for a Tech Tuesday segment or two with Rich DeMuro, our tech reporter. He's also KTLA's tech reporter, and his social is @RichOnTech. All right, Rich, good morning.
Hey, 12:10 p.m., by the way. That's when the earthquake struck.
Yeah, I'm done with that story. Okay, let us move on. We talked about those robot pizza makers, restaurants. Actually, they're, I guess you describe them as robotic restaurants that deliver pizza. And you finally got to try one of those pizzas, right?
I got to try the pizza.
Tell me.
And it was very good. So I will tell you, it looked burnt. And I would, if I was the company, I would probably turn down just the knob just a tiny bit, maybe. But it was excellent. And this company, so it's called Stellar Pizza, and it's a company out of actually, you just mentioned SpaceX. It's a bunch of former SpaceX engineers. So this guy made, seemingly from talking to him, made a lot of money working at SpaceX and also the EV car startup Lucid. And now he says, you know what, I'm doing pizza because everyone loves pizza.
That's a good point.
So he created a great point. He created this, they call it a robot, but honestly it's like a giant automated machine that fits in the back of a truck. And so they showed me the machine. It's kind of like these Rube Goldberg kind of things where it's got, it starts with the dough goes into the interior, it flattens out the dough, it puts all the cheese and the sauce on, and then the toppings, and then it uses like a mechanical arm to put it in an oven, cooks it for like 2 minutes, pops it back out, and then runs it down the chute so someone can cut it up.
All right, so it's a vending machine of sorts. Now, when we first talked about the robotic pizza maker that is on wheels, it is not a robot that drives itself. It's the robotic device in the truck, correct?
Correct.
All right, how many pizzas can it deliver throughout the day with one, let's say one segment of driving?
Right. So, so the best way to kind of describe it is how many pizzas it can make. So it can do a pizza every 45 seconds it could spit out. And then just talking to them, it has enough ingredients for about 400, I would say, almost 450 pizzas inside the machine.
Okay, so that's real.
That's real. And here's the other thing, Bill. This is the brilliance of this, okay? And this is where this guy is going with it. That, right now they're going to open up one of these locations. It's going to be a truck. The truck's going to go to different places in Los Angeles, park there. People are going to find it on Instagram. They're going to go. They're going to say, oh, I got a pizza from a robot. But what his bigger plan is to franchise these things, I'm guessing, down the line, sell them to, mom and pops, whoever wants them. So if you're in Illinois and you want to open up a pizza place, he was saying, imagine opening up a pizza store without actually having to make any pizzas. Like, you just run the company.
Yeah.
And that's powerful because the computer knows how to do it all. Yeah. You don't have to. You just handle the customer service and the delivery.
Talking about technology, something just occurred to me, and I don't know if this is in the news, I don't know if you've reported on it, but has modern technology been put into those Japanese sex dolls?
I think a lot of those are still DIY.
Okay, just asking.
I mean, look, all joking aside, when you look at CES, one of the areas of growth there is definitely they call it health and well-being tech, and they're showing off a lot of that kind of stuff.
Wow.
And
That's like-
it's there.
Yeah.
No, not the dolls. I didn't
Yeah,
see
I
any
know.
dolls
It's just,
there.
and by the way, who was kidding when I asked that question? But it's like marital aids, right? Is that what we used to call those? All right. I just, of course, went off in that direction because
Now it's health tech,
I know. Yeah, it's just,
health and wellness.
yeah. Okay. Well,
Well-being.
yeah. When we come back, let's talk about some fun stuff. Your Alexa voice can be Santa, and Tesla's software update. Some of the stuff is really good, and some of the stuff is really stupid, and some of the stuff they do is just fun. And we'll dive into that when we come back. This is KFI AM 640. Let's check in with Jennifer.
California's filed a lawsuit against Walmart for allegedly dumping hazardous items in state landfills. Walmart says the lawsuit is unjustified. Boeing and Airbus are pushing to delay the new 5G wireless service. The CEO sent a letter to the Transportation Secretary asking him to delay AT&T and Verizon's rollout on January 5th because they say it could harm air safety. And McDonald's is serving up something special for Mariah Carey fans today. Part of the fast food giant's 12 days of free food collaboration with Mariah Carey. T-shirts featuring Carey eating a cheeseburger with extra pickles are up for grabs. 10,000 of them will be given away with orders of sausage McMuffins with eggs placed on the mobile app. We've got your drive on the 105 with DKFI in the sky next.
The Light Source whole house water filtration system. Of course, I have one for years now. And what it does is, since it's a whole house system, is provide filtered, delicious, obviously very safe water through every faucet, shower, bath, sink in your house, because the filter is working before it even hits your house. Now that's just kind of fun, all the faucets. But let me tell you why I have it and the real reason. First of all, as I said, highly filtered, tastes delicious, reduces your hard water problems, the scale buildup, filters out chlorine, added chemicals from the water. And once they install it, there is no maintenance. You're done. Forget about it completely. You don't change anything, no filters, no salt, and you're buying directly from the factory. And their end of the year sale going on now through the end of the year, December 31st. Just call for the best offer of the year, and they'll tell you all about it. Call 800-334-5009, 800-334-5009. Visit lightsourcewater.com. Light Source Water, you can taste and feel the difference.
Have you received your free AAA full picture quote? It gives you a 360-degree view of your auto insurance quote. From premiums to coverages to discounts. Visit AAA.com/insurance to see how much you could save.
SoCal weather from KFI. Partly cloudy today with highs in the 60s. Tomorrow the rain could start. This report is brought to you by the Auto Club of Southern California. We're watching your drive on the 105.
We sure are, and it's getting cloudier out here, that's for sure. A good drive for the westbound 105 now, going into LAX. The airports are super busy, boy, I can tell you that much. We were at Ontario before, Long Beach and LAX, of course, so be prepared. But the 105 getting there is still in pretty good shape. Maybe a little slow getting through the major interchanges, but a pretty good drive. And boy, I got some great news for the southbound 605. If you're south around Rose Hills right now going, what the heck is going on? There was a problem south of 605, just past 5. Right lane was blocked for a while. CHP finally did clear it, though. It is slow from Rose Hills down to about Washington. But after that, you'll start moving again. The Crowfoot line really was never affected. It's been good through this whole thing, so not too bad. And certainly once you get past the 105, it's good all the way down to 405. Again, the 405 going up to LAX from Long Beach, all looking good. Even the Santa Monica freeway, if you believe it, maybe a little slow to Mid-City, LA, but all in all, not too bad. Look at the I-5 going out of the East LA and shows change, if I can speak, up through Burbank coming up. Injured in accident, visit superwoman.superlawyer.com. Jeff Baugh, KFI in the sky.
This report is sponsored by the Southern California BMW Center. Now through January 3rd, during the BMW Ultimate Road Home Sales Event, see a Southern California BMW Center for a credit of up to $2,500 on select models. Visit bmwusa.com/roadhome for details.
As parents, we've done everything we can to keep our kids safe, happy, and healthy during this pandemic. From finding the best face masks to making sure their hands are clean. And now we have the best tool to help keep them even safer. The most important thing we can do is vaccinate our kids to protect them against COVID-19. Vaccines have been proven safe and effective for children 5 and up. Talk to your child's doctor or visit myturn.ca.gov to find a vaccine near you. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
Want the best possible price on your next car? Download the Roto app. That's R-O-D-O. Roto lets you browse thousands of vehicles from local dealers right from your phone and even offers contact-free delivery. And with Roto, there's never any haggling. The price you see is pre-negotiated and already includes every available discount. There's no hidden fees and no surprises. Just 100% transparent pricing. So for an easy car buying experience, download the Roto app now or check out roto.com. That's R-O-T-O.com.
Starting May 3rd, 2023, you may need a real ID to board domestic flights, and there's never been a better time to apply than right now. It's no secret, we're all ready to start traveling again. From family reunions to romantic vacations or a getaway with friends, Real ID is your ticket to fly. There's no need to wait. Visit CaliforniaRealID.org today to start the application and be ready to go wheels up whenever you want. DMV Online, ready when you are.
Stop what you're doing right now and listen. You can only get this offer from me, and this only happens once a year. This is only for KFI listeners from Dr. Charles Manger at Saddleback Eye Center. I will give you a certificate, $800 off LASIK. I can give away only 12 $800 discount certificates to KFI listeners who schedule a free LASIK exam. Again, this only happens once a year. Whether you're nearsighted, farsighted, you wear reading glasses, or you have astigmatism, Dr. Manger can help you. Sick of the hassle of glasses and contacts? You need Dr. Manger. I'll give you a certificate for $800 off LASIK. I can only give out 12 $800 LASIK discount certificates. And we only do this once a year. You must be one of the first 12 KFI listeners to receive one of these certificates. Schedule a free LASIK exam. Call 866-559-4444. 866-559-4444. 866-559-4444.
If holiday music turns your joy all the way up to 10, then Sirius XM is your home for the holidays. From traditional and country to pop, soul, and so much more, Sirius XM has exclusive holiday channels dedicated to the music that makes your season bright. Listen in the car on the way to the party, or in the living room as you're wrapping presents. Visit SiriusXM.com/listenholiday for how to start listening.
With COVID-19 still looming, your holiday season might be more stress than cheer. CalHope can help with free emotional support. Call 833-317-4673 or live chat at calhope.org today.
Oh, Bill, thank you. You're a lifesaver. No problem. There was something with my car. I love a new car like yours. Actually, it's not new. It's a Toyota certified used car. Wow. Looks new. Drives great. Well, that's because Toyota inspects from top to bottom. Gives them great warranties. And, you know, it's a Toyota. Huh. Mind dropping me off at a Toyota dealer? Good move.
The best new cars make the best used cars. And now you can get 0.99 APR on any used Camry, Corolla, or any of the RAV4 family. Along with a 160-point inspection, you get a 12-month or 12,000-mile limited comprehensive warranty and 7 years of roadside assistance from the date of purchase. For all warranties, see dealer for details. Not all customers will qualify. Limited term financing through Toyota Financial Services. Must take delivery from Toyota certified used vehicle dealer stock by midnight January 3rd. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
KFI AM 640.
An iHeart radio station.
24-hour news. More stimulating talk.
Good morning, everybody. Bill Handel on a Tuesday, December 21, as we continue on with Rich DeMuro, KTLA's tech reporter and our tech reporter. Instagram, at Rich on Tech. Also, all social media. And so let's move on. And Rich, quick question to ask you. And I think of this literally every segment when we're coming in. Is there any technology that can actually stop Christmas music from playing on the radio? I'm talking about from the receive, from my point.
There is a very low tech, and it's called the volume knob.
Oh, there you go.
Turn it down and leave the room.
I know I can't do that here, but all right. So much for that. I'm keep on. You only have 5 more days of that with me, or 4 more days. Now, let's talk about the Tesla software, and this says a lot about how today's technology, they can do upgrades just by sending it over the internet. And Tesla, just really quickly, a friend of mine, matter of fact, the guy who owns System Papers, Larry, who is a friend, he showed me on his Tesla, and that's the one with the Gulf wing doors, whatever model that is, and the SUV, and he said the car can dance. I go, what do you mean the car can dance? And they actually have programmed the car that lights go in and out, music plays, and with the beat, literally the doors go up and down, the lights go in and out. It's a dancing car. And now they've come up with new ridiculousness.
Well, your friend has a Model X, and the feature actually came out a couple years ago on that. So that's the one he's got with the doors that go up and down. Yes, like you said. Now that was something that people had to find. They call that, an Easter egg. But a lot of people found it and figured it out. Now they're bringing that light show feature to a bunch of the models. So it looks like it's across the lineup. So I will be trying this later today for sure. But you open up the Tesla app, you do the software update, you open up the app and turn on light show, and it will give you a choreographed light show any time of year, not just for the holidays. Of course, this is coming out before the holidays. Now, not every car has those shows that open automatically, so on the different levels, like the Model 3 and the Model Y, it'll just flash the lights somehow, but it's kind of fun. Now, here's one that's also kind of weird that they're building in. You're going to be able to watch TikTok now inside the Tesla on the main screen. Probably not while you're driving. Typically when you have this thing in what's called theater mode, it's only when you're parked. And this is an interesting kind of, you think, well, why would you need, when I first got the Tesla, I wondered, why would they need all these things built in, like Netflix and YouTube and all this stuff? Well, it's mostly because now your car might be sitting there while you're charging and you want some entertainment. And so that's why they've got these things built in there. It's not, so you can watch it as you go down the road. Although in the future, when cars are fully autonomous, there is a big play for that screen because companies like Google, of course, stand to make a lot of money. Companies like Netflix, the more that people's eyeballs can be watching things while they're driving, the more they stand to gain.
Yeah, by the way, if anybody out there knows anybody who has an X model, you have to have this thing done for you. I mean, it is so bizarre. It really is. Completely crazy. Now, here's the one that affects all of us, those crazy spam calls. T-Mobile is blocking, or says it's blocking 700 spam calls a second. Does that even come close to dealing with the problem of the actual numbers?
No, because I still get them, and I get a lot of, I get them myself, and I'm sure you get them, and I've got the spam blocking app, installed on my phone, and I sometimes, see that it's blocked for those numbers, but a lot of them still come through, and a lot of them in the last week or so have been numbers that look like my phone number, obviously, the spoofers. But T-Mobile, you're referring to this report they just released. So it's their first ever wireless scam report for 2021. And they say that, number one, these scams increased by 116% this year. 110 billion calls this year. T-Mobile identified or blocked 21 billion on just their network. And like you said, 700 calls every second. But they are getting better at identifying them. So if a carrier identifies it as scam likely, it's 99% accurate. So you don't really have to, some people still want to answer them. You probably don't need to. Let it go to voicemail.
Yeah, no kidding. Just one quick one before we go. Do you ever think that technology can be developed to actually block those calls?
There is technology that's actively being used with all the major companies, but the problem is, scam artists are always going to find a way around it, especially with new software. And that's why these scam likely labels are being applied, because the calls are always going to come through. It's just a matter of now we're getting to the point of, do you answer them? No, we identified this as a scam call. Don't answer it, just ignore it. And they're not going to leave a voicemail most of the time, unless it's a fully automated call. But one little nugget from this report, Bill, and maybe you'll notice this now in the future. I was not aware of this. That the scam artists, the robocalls, typically take a break during the weekends. Saturday, Sunday, you don't get as many calls. And that's because they take off the days just like everyone else. And I've never really noticed that trend, but now that I know that information, I'm going to watch for it and see if I get any calls on Saturday, Sunday.
All right, thanks, Rich. We'll talk again. I don't know. You're off next week?
Yeah.
All right. A lot of us are. So we'll talk to you after the first of the year.
Thank you.
Have a good one now. Coming up, Handle on the News, late edition, right here, KFI AM 640. And let us check in with Jennifer.
Some restaurants in the LA area have started to adjust to a possible winter surge.
Some of those places have had outbreaks of their own. One restaurant in Venice has reported 28 COVID-19 cases and will cut back on staffing. Other places have canceled reservations or scaled back hours, even though they're not experiencing any sort of outbreak. The LA County Health Department classifies an outbreak of 3 cases or more at one location. So far, health officials have not said whether they will implement further restrictions on restaurants, though they have said restaurants and other small businesses have the highest compliance rate for COVID protocols. Steve Gregory, KFI News.
News is brought to you by Rooter Hero. One person has been arrested in connection with a break-in and possible burglary at a mansion in Bel Air. The LAPD says the security guard caught the guy in the home about 9:30 last night and was able to hold him until police arrived. Investigators are working to figure out if anything was taken from the home. A sniper victim's family wants help finding a killer.
The family of a tourist who was shot and killed while hiking in northeast LA is pleading for more information from police months after his murder. The 29-year-old man from Virginia was shot and killed at random by a suspected sniper while hiking back in September. Police say a single shot was fired from about 75 to 100 feet away, and witnesses reported seeing a gunman hiding in the bushes. A $50,000 reward is being offered for information leading to an arrest. Mark Ronner, KFI News.
A man in Orange County has been arrested for allegedly stealing a fire truck and leading the CHP on a chase. Officials say the truck was stolen from the UCI Med Center in Orange just before 2 this morning. The guy drove in the fire truck for about an hour before he stopped and surrendered to officers. Officials in Chicago are asking the Biden administration for help to deal with violence in the city. Mayor Lori Lightfoot says she's asked for ATF agents to be stationed in Chicago for 6 months.
With these agents, we also need increased federal prosecutors to handle the cases that will be generated.
Lightfoot says a lot of the violence in Chicago is because of illegal weapons that are being brought into the city. There have been more than 800 murders in Chicago this year. Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas is back in familiar territory at the top of the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Carey has set a new record because this is the 3rd time the song has taken the #1 spot on the Billboard chart. All I Want for Christmas was first released on Carey's Merry Christmas album in 1994. You got your drive on the 101.
We sure do, and it's a pretty good drive, actually. If you're coming out of the San Fernando Valley, traffic is kind of light here this morning, no doubt about it. But South 101 through the Clank Pass all the way to downtown, it's a little slow from about Melrose down, really not too bad. Even northbound, the merge with the West End North 101, all that's okay. So up to the 4-level line, things will improve. Santa Monica Freeway, that has leveled out quite a bit. It's a little slow through La Brea around Mid-City, LA. Eastbound drive, if you're coming off PCH, is looking real good. We'll have a look at PCH and a couple of the canyons here coming up in just a minute. But especially good drive right now. The northbound 405, if you're leaving Seal Beach through Long Beach all the way up to LAX. LAX is busy, but the freeway getting there, that's in pretty good shape. Injured in an accident, visit superwomansuperlawyer.com. Jeff Bach, KFI in the sky.
The Las Vegas Raiders defeated the Cleveland Browns 16-14 in the first of 2 Monday NFL games. Then the Minnesota Vikings beat the Chicago Bears by a score of 17-9. The Rams get in on the weekday action at SoFi Stadium against the Seattle Seahawks today at 4 in a game that was postponed from Sunday. I'm Wayne Resnick, KFI Sports.
If you're one of those people that are frightened of going to the dentist, and there are a whole bunch of people out there, let me suggest visiting the folks at Cunning Dental. Dr. Cunning started his practice 53 years ago, still practicing. And what he did is start from day one dealing with people that are fighting and going to the doctor. And so he and his staff, a great chairside manner, but also making dentistry really easy for you. During a procedure, they'll either give you what's called a twilight sleep, so you really don't know what's going on, or full anesthesia. In 1 or 2 appointments, years, decades of neglect can be dealt with. You wake up to a gorgeous new smile or all your teeth in great shape, and they do it all. Dental implants, crowns, root canals, smile makeovers, and of course the permanent teeth done in 1 day while you sleep. And until the end of the year, $1,000 off major treatments and another $500 off the sleep treatment. And this expires December 31. No money down payment plans. Restrictions apply. Call 888-640-SMILE, 888-640-SMILE, 888-640-SMILE.
SoCal weather from KFI. Partly cloudy today with highs in the 60s. Tomorrow will be our first chance at rain, and that chance of rain lasts all the way through Christmas. We lead local. Live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom, I'm Jennifer Jones-Lee.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and someone in your house was tossing and turning like an insomniac mouse.
The children were nestled, all snug in their bed, while the lumps in your mattress filled you with dread.
When out of the radio there arose such a clatter, it was me screaming free, not some quiet chitter-patter.
To sit and sleep you should go, for the best gift of all, a great night's sleep, for once and for all.
It's Sit and Sleep's year-end clearance sale. Save up to 50% off all the best brands. Plus, with your good credit, get 0% financing for 24 months with your minimum monthly payment, and a $300 gift with any Tempur-Pedic purchase.
And unlike gifts that are too big or too small, our exclusive BedMax technology scientifically fits you with just the right mattress.
A bundle of beds he had flung in his pouch to soothe and relieve your aching back.
And I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, trust your sleep to Sit and Sleep into all a good night.
Crashing through the lane, there's a one-horse open sleigh. Wait, if you collide with a sleigh or get hurt in a car accident, there's only one place to call. That's OPO Law. Owen, Patterson, and Owen. Over $10 billion recovered for accident victims. LA's award-winning law firm, OPOLaw.com.
Hey, LA Remodeling Pros. Win the jobs you want most with the 3D tools built into House Pro software. That's HOUZG Pro. With House Pro, you can easily show prospective clients in 3D what their finished project will look like. See why pros like you are raving about how House Pro 3D tools are helping them win jobs, upsell customers, and get more referrals. So go to House Pro, that's HOUZG Pro, online or in the App Store, and try 3D for free today.
Hurt or injured? There's only one place to know. That's OPO. Owen, Patterson, and Owen. Visit McKinneyCars.com before you purchase your new automobile this holiday season. Handle on the news. Late edition.
Includes an integrated trailer brake control. The 2008
And now, here's Bill Handel.
it continues to
Good morning, Bill Handel here on a Tuesday, December 21. And first day of winter, which we've been saying all morning long. By the way, what does that mean? First day of winter. Yeah, I mean, yesterday was the last day of winter. Fall, right. And the day before the first day of winter.
Yes.
The countdown. All right, time for Handle on the News Late Edition with Jennifer Jones-Lee, Wayne Resnick, and me. And the story is about the weather.
Because it is the winter today. We do have the storm that's coming, and it's going to sweep across California in the Sierra. Holy cow. They say that from 4 p.m. Wednesday to 4 p.m. Sunday, they are expecting widespread rain and mountain snow. And the National Weather Service in the Reno area says there will be few, if any, meaningful breaks for the Sierra once the storm arrives today. Now, as far as Southern California goes, we are expecting to see 1 to 3 inches of rain along the coast and valleys, and it looks like we could see this rain start tomorrow, last through Sunday. The heaviest of the rain is expected, though, to be tomorrow and Thursday. The snow levels will remain above 7,000 feet on Thursday, but we could get colder Friday and Saturday. That's when we could see the snow level drop to 5,000 to 6,000 feet, and by Sunday, down to 4,000 feet.
All right. And now this great news, the rain. First of all, it's great news for us in Southern California, and of course the ground can really use it. Southern California desperately needs water, but also on a personal level, on a show level. This show, you know what that means? We're going to go back to Snowpack Report, and you get to do that. The guy with the double yardstick.
With the stick.
Yeah, who just sits there. It's a job. That's his job. And he sits there and sticks the stick into the snow, and that's how deep the snowpack is.
I don't know why I remember this, but the guy's name is Fred Gerke, and Frank Gerke, and he retired last year. And Frank Gerke must have been so important to the snowpack, they had to hire 2 people to fill Frank's snowshoes.
And he could have just done 2 sticks, one in each hand.
He could have. So we'll see. We got to get in with the new snow stick people.
Damn right. All right, let's move on.
Walgreens has limited its at-home COVID test. Now you can only buy 4 per customer. On one hand, though, this is actually good news because if you think about it, Walgreens started seeing that its demand for these COVID tests was skyrocketing because as we were heading into the holidays, people wanted to test themselves, but that's good because they were taking precautions, making sure that they didn't have COVID and then take it to their family. So, it's actually a good story if you think about it. Oh, sorry, your mic's off.
The president today at 11:30 is going to have a press conference relating directly to these at-home COVID tests.
Yeah, possibly 500 million of them going out. You just have to request them.
Yeah, and good luck, because the manufacturers, I think there are 15 different tests, 15 different companies, they can't keep up. I mean, they're completely sold out.
Yeah.
So the government can put all its money on the table for 500 million tests, and if they don't have it, they don't have it.
Defense Production Act. They're gonna
forcing them.
They're going to make all kinds of companies that don't currently make those tests.
Yeah. You know, you'll see Ford, for example, making those tests right on that assembly line. Now, little tiny boxes are going to look fairly stupid on that assembly line, but you know,
if it gets tests,
that's true. Whatever works.
Well, actually, to your house, they'll send them directly to you.
Yeah.
That's the plan. How would we even know that? He hasn't made his big announcement yet, has he? How could we possibly know what he's going to say? Yet we know everything he's going to say.
Yeah.
So, oh man, I don't even want to bring this up because I know some people's reaction, but there's a Swedish company called Epicenter, and they have introduced a microchip that you would implant under your skin, and that's how you would show your COVID-19 passport. Somebody would have a device that you would go, here's my arm, and they would get it close to your arm. And the same way that if you use Apple Pay or Google Pay or if your credit card has tap function and you hold it near the sensor, well, this would be a chip in your arm, same thing. Now, they're saying, isn't this fantastic to be able to show your vaccine status with just showing your arm? And I'm thinking, isn't that hard to just get your phone and show it?
And also look at the political ramifications. The conspiracy nuts are going to go crazy. Even if it's voluntary, it's the slippery slope. Right now it's voluntary, but wait till the government mandates it, right? I remember there used to be a time when the only, the chip implantation was aliens doing it on human beings. Oh, those were the days, weren't they? When it wasn't political, it was just the aliens.
Right.
All right, the NHL says it is going to shut down a little bit sooner than its annual holiday break because of COVID-19. So we have 2 games slated for tonight. Those will still go on as scheduled, but then after that, it looks like no hockey until the 26th. And they've got 15% of the league's 700-plus players are in virus protocols, so that probably would have meant a schedule disruption anyway. A lot of games already we've seen be canceled, so they're just doing this kind of to regroup. They're going to go into the holiday break a little early and then come back.
Well, all this week is basically the COVID bowl, because all the games were canceled over the weekend because so many of the players were just on COVID protocol. They just weren't players. They were just ran out of people. So, I think you're going to see more of this and less.
There's no reason to think that going fast-forwarding to Saturday, that all of a sudden there's no issue anymore.
Other than between now and Saturday, the number of Omicron COVID cases may triple. And I'm not being I'm not being sarcastic, or I'm not being over pessimistic or hyperbolic. Yeah.
Oh, federal prosecutors in L.A. have announced a man will plead guilty to a fraud in which he pretended to be a New England Patriots player, which allowed him to buy and sell Super Bowl rings.
But not the real Super Bowl
Not
rings.
real Super Bowl rings. He was able to order they're slightly smaller. They're more like, I want to say novelty items, because they're not novelty items, but they're like commemorative items that aren't the official Super Bowl rings. And he would pose, and he would order them and have them inside with Brady, and then sell them claiming that they were Super Bowl rings that Tom Brady got for his family that he somehow got a hold of. And in any event, he's in a lot of trouble. He did buy a real Super Bowl ring
from the player.
From a player,
Right.
I think in 2017, and I guess, and he gave that guy a bad check for the ring, and then he turned around and sold it for $63,000.
Yeah, and look at the numbers here. This isn't a small amount of money. He took several of these rings to an auction house and sold them for $100,000, obviously much more than he paid for them, even when he did pay for them. And in 2018, at an auction, one of these rings, not a Super Bowl ring, an actual Super Bowl ring, the ersatz one for family and friends, sold for more than $300,000. I mean, this is huge money. So what I love about this, and I didn't even know this existed under federal law, aggravated identity theft.
Which is, if I may be so bold, it's basically identity theft. They call it. You have to check one of several boxes about what you did that makes it aggravated, but it's basically if you steal somebody's identity, you can be charged. And that thing is 2 years mandatory on top of whatever else you might be getting for the fraud or whatever you did.
All right, we're going to take a break.
Can I just ask one quick question? Nobody thought about vetting this guy and doing a Google search? Did this guy play for the Patriots? Nobody
No,
did that?
because he pretended he was a player that did play for the Patriots.
That's what I'm saying. And nobody went, oh, hey, Joe Blow, let me see. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't double check
I think
that he played for the Patriots?
I feel like the scheme started with him buying the real Super Bowl ring from that player, because then he's walking around with a real Super Bowl ring and claiming... Yeah, people are... See, here's the thing. People are not as suspicious as they, in some cases, should be.
Yep. We're going to take a break, come back, and let me ask you, are you so gullible that you'd buy a bridge from me? Do I have a bridge to sell you? It's a great story. We'll deal with that when we start the next segment. This is KFI AM 640. Let's check in with Jennifer.
Congress is going ahead with a new agency that will investigate UFOs. A government report out over the summer acknowledged 140 encounters between military personnel and UFOs, but offered no real explanation. New developments in the kidnapping of American missionaries in Haiti. It turns out the final 12 captives that included a baby and a 3-year-old escaped on their own last week. They apparently walked 10 miles until they found someone who they called for help. And the Catholic University of America is apologizing for a painting depicting George Floyd as Jesus. The school's president says it created needless controversy and confusion. We've got the PCH Drive next.
Invert your thinking with a free upgrade to the IQ8 microinverter, the world's only microinverter that provides instant energy backup during a power outage from Semper Solaris, your local veteran-owned solar and battery storage contractor. Here's veteran, founder and owner, Kelly Shawhan.
In the military, when you give your word, it just is your word. Work hard and keep your word, and that's what we do every single day. Heard about Semper Solaris and found out that they were veterans. I knew they were going to do the job right.
Add Tesla Powerwall and be ready for blackouts. We get the job done with esprit de corps and honor. Semper Solaris offers new heating and air conditioning systems with a lifetime warranty and new roofs with a 50-year warranty. Go solar American style with Semper Solaris. 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Get the federal 26% solar and battery tax credit. Call 877-211-5591. That's 877-211-5591. Or visit sempersolaris.com.
IQ8 price the same as IQ7. 26% federal tax credit based on eligibility. Consult your tax advisor. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Some restrictions apply. New customers only. Call or see website for details. Expires 12/31/2021. CSW number 9781520.
Audible is the best place to listen for everything you're into, from comedy and motivation to popular podcasts and best-selling audiobooks.
Right now, take advantage of a special holiday offer and save 60% on your first 3 months. Learn more and sign up at audible.com.
SoCal weather from KFI. Partly cloudy today with highs in the 60s. Tomorrow, the rain should start. This report is brought to you by Audible. Let's take a look at that drive on PCH.
You betcha. Boy, I'll tell you what, if you're leaving West Malibu, Trancas, coming through Heavenly Shingway, Point Dune, through the Malibu Pier, it's all good. That's what I'm getting at. But be careful. There's a lot of people enjoying the shoreline right now. It's high tide out there, by the way, so just be careful. I wonder what Christmas is like in Malibu. I bet it's pretty nice. And once you get to the Santa Monica Freeway, the eastbound drivers all look good. Things have really thinned out here traffic-wise a lot. Even coming through the Newhall Pass, boy, don't pinch yourself. Yeah, you're on the south side, but the south 14 is all good. Maybe a little slow at the 118, but really not all that bad. And the south 5 down the East L interchange, just a little slowing around the 110. We're in pretty good shape. Let's keep it that way all day long. Insert in an accident, visit superwomansuperlawyer.com. Jeff KFI in the sky.
This report is sponsored by the Auto Club of Southern California. Have you received your free AAA full picture quote? It gives you a 360-degree view of your auto insurance quote. From premiums to coverages to discounts. Visit AAA.com/insurance to see how much you could save.
All right, let me tell you about Sunday. All right, my friends, it's Sunday. They can sell your home fast with no repairs, no hassle of showings, realtors, cleaning, or making upgrades. Sunday, they are the best, right? And they have free no obligation cash offer. So you're going to visit your property, do a 3D walkthrough, and they package all the property details up, send it to thousands of local investors. And then over the next week, the average homeowner receives 12 offers on their property. It's like a mini bidding war going on your property. It's quick and easy. Then they can close in as quick as 10 days. That means you can be out before Christmas. Maybe go to Boise, Idaho, right? A huge ranch up there. You can also go for a $10,000 cash. So let's phone them up. 825 offer. 825 offer, or the website is sunday.com, sundae.com. Sunday California licensed real estate broker, DR license number 0208828.
I am one of thousands of women with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that has spread to other parts of the body. I am living in the moment and taking Ibrance, sarcoidosis. Ibrance, a 125 milligram tablet with an aromatase inhibitor, is for postmenopausal women or for men with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Be in your moment. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
We have a lot to celebrate this holiday season, but COVID-19 hasn't gone away. So let's make sure to keep our celebration safer by following these tips. Get vaccinated to protect loved ones, and get a booster to keep your immunity strong. Wear a mask in all public indoor settings, and if possible, keep gatherings small, short, and outdoors if you're uncertain of everyone's vaccination status. Run on the Cheer safety this year. Find a vaccine near you at myturn.ca.gov. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
At Ralph, we know the holiday season is going to be special for everyone. So use the Ralph app to get personalized coupons, weekly deals, and rewards like fuel points. That way you'll get all the fresh holiday specialties you love at prices that are lower than low. Ralph, fresh for everyone.
And now you'll find more ways to save on your favorites. When you download digital coupons, you can use up to 5 times in one transaction. Ralph, fresh for everyone.
This is Leland Smith, owner of Service Champions Plumbing, Heating, and AC, with another good deed for free. Our technician Alexander was performing the cleanup recently when he discovered that he needed to run to Home Depot. He asked the customer if he needed anything at Home Depot, and he perked right up. The customer went into his garage and found a specialized screw with an O-ring over it. He said he needed a few more just like this so he could hang his shade over his pool to keep his grandkids from getting sunburned. Alexander found the part. Then when he got back, he said, look, I have the tools, I have the energy, let's go ahead and hang the shade down. The job would have taken our customer an hour to do himself, but the two of them together got the shade up in just 15 minutes. Thanks, Alexander, for doing another good deed for free. We're service champions, plumbing, heating, AC, and good deeds for free.
Portions of the following program will be recorded. Why doesn't Steve just sell the stuff that sells?
The molasses chips, the peanut cups,